Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chef Don. Welcome to my channel. Of course, you know the drill. Please like, subscribe, share this content. If you love the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, let's get on into this review, honey. This is season 12, episode 4, I believe. Yes, honey, let's get into it. This was a good episode, if you ask me. I'm going to go ahead and rate this episode an 8. But before we get into this thing again, you can like and subscribe to the channel and share this video as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Please, 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 again, hit that like button and share to your community wall, especially other content creators. Let's support one another. Um, but anyway, again, I'm going to play my introduction and we're going to get right into this review. Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow me on all of my social media platforms. But now that we've gotten all that housekeeping stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the episode. So the episode starts off, and of course, remember we are in La Quinta at Kyle's home. And remember, the episode starts off with the ladies checking in to see how Dorit slept. Dorit says she didn't sleep too well, and the ladies asked, Garcelle asked, well, why you didn't come knock on my door? You know, you could have came in and we could have, looked after you. And she was like, I didn't want you all to have to worry. So I appreciate Dorit for that. But, to help along with the trauma, I do think that she probably should have met up with them. But anyway, then we go into them having like a little breakfast or a sit down where it is Dorit, Kyle, Garcelle, Erica, and Renna. And they're having a conversation and they're kind of bringing up how Crystal felt the night before, where she said she didn't feel like she was in a safe space. So Garcelle decides to call Crystal to get Crystal to come over to get her, to kind of talk her point across to the ladies, to kind of see, what's going on, to see if the ladies can quite understand them. Kyle still thinks in her mind, and Dorit also thinks in her mind that she's comparing apples and oranges, and they can't be compared, right? The ladies are trying to listen in on Garcelle talking to Crystal. I don't know if they thought that they were going to get any additional information from that entire situation, but I don't think that that's how that worked out. But anyway, let me just stop and say this. Kyle, please leave them dogs at home next time in your Beverly Hills home. Like, don't nobody want to be worried about if they dog gonna be worried about if a dog gonna be snatching his steak and stuff off their plate. Ain't nobody got time for that. We don't play about the food over here, baby. What did you think this was? We do not play about food. Anyway, the ladies are still having a conversation, and they have a conversation about Erica's year last year. And Erica said she was kind of in a dark space last year. And Garcelle tells her, well, if you would have apologized to the victims, I think a lot of the things could have been much easier for you. So Erica tells Garcelle that she can't apologize to the victims. And so Garcelle's like, why not? And she was like, well, when you're in a legal battle, you're not supposed to say this, you're not supposed to say that. Then she goes on to say extra by saying that she doesn't know if all of the people or all of the victims have been paid or have not been paid, rather. I'm sorry. So Kyle and Dorit is asking her to clarify, and they're saying, are you lying? Are you saying that the victims are lying? Are you saying that they're lying, Erica? And Erica kind of agrees with that. And she says that they drag her name through the mud and she's made it through. Then we pin over to Sutton and Diana. By the way, Garcelle's not buying it. I don't know about the other ladies because they didn't really kind of clarify that in their confessionals. Because I'm kind of assuming they're scared of Erica, but Garcelle saying, no, not today, sis. So we pinned over to Sutton and Diana. All I have to say about that is it looked very unauthentic. And Sutton, Diana ain't your friend, girl. So I need you to get somewhere and sit down. And Diana wouldn't have been invited. That's all I'm saying. She flaunts her wealth too much. I don't got that to do, honey. But anyway, Crystal then arrives, and she doesn't feel that she's in a safe space. And in my opinion, y'all, I don't think Dorit is making it any better by making the situation about her. She did say a couple of things that I thought that probably could have been left out, but we'll get to those. So we're still trying to figure out how Crystal feels. So Crystal finally gives her feelings, and Kyle apologizes for not seeing her feelings, which I think is bullcrap. I think Kyle really still doesn't care. Um, so they kind of talk about that and talk about the feelings or whatever. And so Garcelle tells Crystal that they go into a different conversation, and she tells Crystal that she feels like she said something um, when she made the comment about does she not see color, right? She kind of baited her into that conversation. That's how Garcelle feels that Crystal has done. Crystal's like, well, you know me now, and you still think that after knowing me, and that's kind of a horrible situation. But Garcelle's like, I don't know, I don't know kind of what to think in this particular situation, which I would definitely feel like Garcelle. Crystal tells the ladies that in that particular conversation, and she also tells Garcelle that Sutton said something really, really dark. And Crystal doesn't want to tell the ladies uh, what what Sutton said that may have been so dark. And so Erica, I agree with Erica in this situation. She said, "Well, how are you just gonna tell us that and just leave it there?" And Crystal's like, "Well, I just won't do it. 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 I won't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it." I just feel like if you're gonna bring something up like that, if you're gonna bring up something that drastic, sweetheart, you do need to talk about it. Like, let's not even play these games. Don't bring it up if you don't want to talk about it. Anywho, so we go into this particular situation where Lisa Rinna, and y'all, I put this in my notes because this really bothered me where Lisa Rinna tried to say um, what she would do as a friend or how she would feel if a friend was doing that. Lisa Rinna, everybody knows that you are no one's friend. So I'm gonna need you to just hush, Miss Ma'am. Just like be quiet. When that confessional, I was like, "Oh, the producers is missing because they didn't even have to play that confessional, knowing Renner's track record." Anyway, moving on to the next part. So of course, a um, Sutton has a store opening for her line, and she and the ladies, and so on their way, Kyle and Dorit is riding together, and Dorit reveals that Dorit reveals to Kyle that Lois, which is Lisa Rinna's mother, has had a stroke. She reveals that in her confessionals by reading one of the text messages, and she also is telling Kyle at this particular scene. Kyle then makes it about her by saying she kind of understands how this particular situation feels because of her Kim and her mother as well. So she kind of feels where Rena is coming from. And we've constantly seen Lois on the show, so I really, to to know, and of course, we are going to get Lois, unfortunately, has passed away or did pass away. Um, To move along from that, we get to Sutton's party, and the Reap makes mention that there is press there, and she also makes mention that she feels like Sutton should have told her that there was going to be press there. In my personal opinion, I feel like the Reap should have known that there was going to be press there. You knew that this was a store opening. You knew that there could be a possibility of press being in the building. So I think you should have been on guard the entire time, and just like you walked past the press, I think you would have been just fine. I don't think that it was necessary to harp on the press being there to ask you questions. Of course, they asked Kyle questions, and Kyle answered those questions. So as we're at the event here, we get a conversation where Kyle is asking Sutton, are you and Crystal okay? And Sutton says, yeah, we are in a good place. And so Kyle kind of brings up that Crystal said that she may have said something dark when they had that conversation, and Kyle was there. Crystal tells Kyle that she doesn't believe that she understood what actually took place because it must be a race comment. She's saying that maybe her and Garcelle are the only two that will understand that, but that when it was said that Kyle was drunk, and so maybe she perhaps didn't hear or comprehend it. In my opinion, I think that she needs to tell what it is because it's not. Here's the thing: we think we kind of know what it may be, but we really don't know because it could be some unseen footage that we haven't quite seen yet. I do remember not too long ago, and I might go ahead and post this on my channel if I find it. I remember not too long ago they did actually play a deleted scene from that actual interaction with Sutton and Crystal and Kyle when they're having that conversation. I'm going to see if I can find it. If I can find it, I will pin it in the description box of this actual video. But y'all, that was the review pretty much of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We are going to Mexico. And in Mexico, we are going to have this conversation about what Sutton may have said. And Sutton is kind of, trying to block it out by not addressing it. She wants to let it go. But the ladies are, they're full force in trying to make sure that whatever Crystal is saying that Sutton said that was so dark, that it is finally revealed, right? So I want to say this happy Sunday fun day to everyone. Have a good time. Enjoy. I hope the weather is good wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. Please, you know the drill, y'all. You must like, comment, and subscribe. I love all the comments just as long as they are respectful. You can also bless this channel with monetary donations or with even love. The monetary donations can be given to the description below in this particular video as far as caption goes. I hope that you all have a beautiful Sunday. Again, I hope you have a great morning and love on someone. There's so much going on in the world, and in order for us to keep pressing and keep moving, we must continue to love on each other. Again, until next time, this is Chef DonDon. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Please like and subscribe once more. Again, toodles.